Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with a review of the Lion Mechazord and Robo Knight Power Ranger, aka Lion Mechazord and his head, because the figure they're advertising as something you get for free really is just the guy's head, so I don't think you'd want to be buying this headless. So anyway, let's just jump right into this with this awesome packaging. As of lately, we've gotten some pretty sweet packaging. It started with Samurai, which I think that was the only other one, where you have this really cool packaging for like this tiger tank thing. I didn't get it because it's not from the show, but this is really cool. We got this really cool artwork for the Lion Mechazord, which is really cool. I kind of wish we got all the Megazords and stuff like this in like a sealed box and you have like a really cool artwork on the front. But anyway, really cool art on the front. Shows you get 2 cards, says the name down here. Picture of Robo Knight down here. Shows its Lion mode, tank mode, that it can combine with the 2 cycles to do Gosei Grand Megazord. There we go. And then you get the artwork here on the top again. On the side it advertises the action card game and you get a cool shot of Robo Knight. On the back, yet again, advertises what you can do with it. The cycles, Gosei Grand Megazord, and then the full-on Grand Gosei Great Megazord. With it, like I said, you do get 2 power cards. You get right here the Lion Zord, which shows the lion header, and the Gosei Grand Megazord. So pretty cool. So I'm just going to go ahead and move this out of the way because it will get in the way once we start doing more. So once you have everything together nicely, this is what you have here, which is the Lion Mechazord. It's just one guy, but it's a really cool looking guy. I always like this design, and overall, on its own, it does look pretty good. I do wish that the gray parts, possibly at least on his face, were a little bit more of a silver instead of like such a boring gray. But otherwise, it does look pretty good. It's a very solid substitute for the Japanese version. It looks good on display. I quite enjoy it. The size isn't too terrible or anything. It's overall very decent. The only functionality other than taking its head off in this form is these missiles that it comes with, and it has that basic system where you push them in and then press them out the back and they fire. I'm just going to take them out because they're not supposed to be there. I mean, you know, just in general. But so that's something I guess they added for the kids. Oh, and he rolls, so that's fun. Forgot to put that down, sorry about that. That's embarrassing. Sometimes you just forget to zip it up, you know? But so, that is pretty much that. I will now quickly compare him to his Japanese counterpart before we show, like, the tank and stuff. So here he is next to his Japanese counterpart. As you can see, quite a bit bigger. And then over here we got some more like silver paint. It does look a little bit better. Obviously, it's almost always going to look better when you get the Japanese version. But it's not a bad substitute. I do just wish we could have gotten the silver paint to make it look a little bit better. But overall, not a terrible translation. So now, for what to do with this mode. First, I'll show that feature where you get this handy Robo Knight figure, which is just his head, because if you don't know, I'm not entirely sure if they're going to handle this, or how they're going to handle it in Megaforce, but in Goseiger, Gosei Knight is a header that transforms into Gosei Knight. So to do that, it's very simple. You just get his butt flap out of the way, pull his feet down, and pull the feet out, and his legs down and the feet out, there we go. Turn these, you get some hands, and then right here you get a head, and there you have Robo Knight. That's where they're like, oh, it comes with Robo Knight figure. No, that's his head. So, nothing too spectacular with that. Obviously the differences with the Japanese version are just going to be the paint, so there's really no point in showing it. He'll stand on his own. Ta-da! So for tank mode, all you're really going to want to do is take this and flip it around. I'm getting this wrong, sorry, I'm pretty sure that's what you do. Flip those up, and then you're just going to want to take him and take his little seat hole and line it up with this thingy here. And then you just kind of rest him there. There you go. And he just kind of sits there. I'm not really going to go with too much with this because I think it's kind of stupid. There's real no point to it for me. But so yeah, you can do that, I guess. So now let's go ahead and we are going to form this into its Megazord formation. I'll flip this back. And to be doing that, we are going to bring in 2 old friends, which are the Sea and Skyline Zords, which are going to come over here from the bikes. The only prep, really, you have to do before the Megazord is just pull them off their cycles. I didn't bother bringing them in here because it's just more stuff for me to be carrying around. So take the feet and just set them aside for a moment, or what were his feet. And now we're going to take this cannon piece and separate it off. And then we're going to place it right on here. And we're going to do it without messing it up like a child. There we go. And then you're going to take the former bikes, and all you have to do is flip them up like this, and then flip their thing here if it's not already done, and then have the header pop off. That's always fun, like minutes of fun. Same deal here. Flip this so that you have the right port, and then change it into a foot. There you go. Now he's standing, and we can put those away. That's what she said. So then, there we go, and now we are getting further along. Now all you have to do is take what were the feet for the lion and make them the hands for the Megazord. And then for this, we are going to now transform it into its third mode, which is a head. So to do that, flip these around so that they're all normal again. You don't want them to be hands. Pull this up, and then fold the feet back, and then fold these into a point and just kind of get it all adjusted so it looks normal. And then that is going to be the head. And there you have the Gosei Grand Megazord. So pretty cool. It looks very decent. It's not always been one of my favorite designs, but I do enjoy it. And it does overall look pretty decent on the shelf. It is definitely a good substitute for the Japanese version. All the paint looks good, much like the Gosei Grand Megazord. Once you get it together, it does look better than individually. One little nitpick I have is I feel like the face is kind of just a strange color, like it looks too light blue, and I kind of wish they would fix that a bit. But anyhow, as per usual, we will just real quickly show him next to his Japanese counterpart. Okay, so here we have them, Gosei Grand proper and Gosei Grand Megazord. Grand, sorry. They call it ground there because they're weird. But so as you can see, as always, a little bit bigger. There's not really a whole lot lost in translation. I mean, there's some minor details throughout the main body, but it's actually not really noticeable at all. The only thing that I really notice is the face, because as you can see, he's all baby blues, and his face is a little darker, and it's got like a little more metallic to it in a sense. Not like shiny, but almost a little metallic. It could just be me, but I just wish they had fixed the color. But otherwise, perfectly decent substitute. This is a great mecha as well. Quick side note, I will be doing a review of this. It will be seen several uploads after this. If you're watching this far into the future, it doesn't matter because you'll be able to find the video easily. But this is not going to be uploaded back to back like my previous Megaforce reviews with Goseiger stuff. So, but there will be a review of this, and I will cross promote them or whatever. So anyway, let's get him out of the way. We're going to see him later, sort of. Now what we are going to do is, this other guy's main functionality is transforming him with the Gosei Great. Here they are next to each other. As you can see, he is taller than Gosei Great. So now let us see what we would like to do. So we have quite a bit to do here. We have to prep both of them. So I'm going to go ahead and start with Gosei Great and just start doing that stuff. Just going to take this and set it aside. Well, actually, take its head off because you're not going to be needing it, and store it in here. And set it aside. Set it aside. Now for this, I'll say set it aside like a million times. Go ahead and pull these back. And then you're just going to take the arms completely off and set them to the side for now. Same deal with its feet. You're basically just ruining this poor guy. And then take the dragon's head off and set it aside as well. And this is pretty much all you're going to need for this dude. Now for this guy, for the first parts we're going to need his arms, which are going to become slippers for Gosei Great. So, all you're going to want to do is you flip this up, and then you're going to put it on the feet here. Now with these, I find it's easier, especially when I'm doing it on camera, to just take the whole piece out and place it in, and just put it back, because it's just kind of frustrating to deal with the whole thing. Like I said, particularly when you're on camera. So just flip it up, and they fit nicely into there. Very secure. The only difference is I just want to note, in the Japanese version, they do use a header port here for more security, but these are plenty secure. So now, what we're going to do is make the legs on this come off here, because we're not going to make them arms yet. Take this piece that's going to be totally set aside, put it with the sword. This piece aside. You're basically disassembling the whole thing. And then, oh man, I hate when that happens. These always come off the hinges for some reason in mine. And then you're even going to take this piece off. And you're going to actually make it some sort of butt flap. Take it back here, you'll see there's two pegs. Oops, and no, that's right. I saw the pegs on the other side and I like freaked out. There you go. So that's just kind of a, well, let's just store that here type of deal. Okay, so for this piece, flip these up here, and you're gonna want what were the leg stumps facing backwards, and then basically flip them around so they don't sound broken. There we go. And then just sort of angle them up like this, and you're going to place it on top here. So let's go ahead and do that. Right, there you go. And then secure them down here onto these pegs, and this will be all secured for you. So now we're going to move up and take these and just place them back in here. And now take this and rotate the hole around to the side, and they are going to become arms. Same deal here. Flip the leg back in, flip this so the hole is out. Again, that's what she said. Innuendos are always intended here. And they become the arms. So we are progressing quite nicely. Now take Phoenix, and you're going to place it on top here on the peg. It can be a little tricky because sometimes that little piece likes to ratchet around. And then take Yellow and place it on the header port on the side. Blue here, place on top. And then take Snake and then put it on the header port on the side of Sea Lion. Here we go, we are progressing. Now take Dragon and you place it on the header port on the portion of Gosei Ground. And now what you're going to want to do, because I always do the head last, because I'm all nerdy like that, is you're going to want to assemble his staff. So again, what she said. So take the sword part and insert this piece into it. Again, that's what she said. And then you're going to take the Quagga header and place it here. And open it up a little bit, and then pull his arm out. And then that piece that was embarrassingly sticking out at the beginning of the review can go right here, and he gets his staff. He is now the Headless Megazord, just in time for not Halloween. Okay, so now for this, this is going to become the head. Very simple difference. You just separate this into like a scissor antler type deal. You can do it all the way if you want, but it's supposed to be like this. And then place it on top. And there you have the Grand Gosei Great Megazord. Look how tall he is. He's like redonkulous. The foliage of Vermont this type of year is redonk. Anyway, that was random. If you get that reference, awesome internet cookies for you. So, pretty cool formation. I have always liked this formation since Goseiger. I think it looks pretty cool. It is very tall, very nice looking. It's got... Whoa, that's for later there, buddy. Are you just happy to see me? It's got this kind of more slender look in the American version. It looks really great on the shelf. I can't fit it on certain shelves because its head's too tall unless I do the complete splits on these. But I think they did a very nice job with this. Definitely if you are looking to save a little bit money, depending on where you get your toys from, these are all great substitutes for the Japanese version. The only real complaint I have against it is I showed in the Gosei Great review, this is it tends to wobble and loses staff. And it does become a bit more, not really that bothersome, but troublesome when you have so much heft to it, like when you're moving it around. But it's nothing too big deal. Wow, I'm good at English. So I'll just show it next to Gosei Grand stuff, Japanese version. So let's poof them in here. Okay, we're all poofed and stuff. So here they are next to each other. I don't know why I show all the different formations, but as you can see, yet again, great bit taller. This guy's got a pokey. This guy doesn't have his staff because it's hard enough to get them both in here. I mean, his is bigger than his, but let's not go there. But yeah, as you can see, as always, it does look a little bit better, but this is still a good substitute. This guy looks a little fatter. This guy was all about the Weight Watchers. He was in control of it. This guy clearly wasn't. So, but as always, are a little bit better. The Gosei Mechs are very good. I really like them, but good substitute here. So last note here, in the final wrap-up, you can also do another formation in which you basically take the Ultra Gosei Great, which has the combination of Gosei Great and all the headers and cycles and whatnot, and then just basically replace the Hammerhead header and the Ultra Chain Zord and the head with the Sea Lion, Sky Lion, and Groundion headers to make a formation. And there will be a picture inserted here. that's where the picture was. Rather than doing that formation for another time and eating up camera time in general, I just thought I'd put a quick picture in there. So you can do that. That is neat. It is another functionality you get. But so overall, I do recommend the Lion Mechazord. I really like it. It's unusual plus, but really cool box. You got a lot of things you can do with it. You got its lion mode. You can transform its head into a person. You can't say that about most things. You can do the tank mode. You can do its Megazord mode. You can combine it with the Gosei Great. You can do that mode I just showed you with the Ultra Gosei Great. You can even do all sorts of other mismatches you want to. So if you're going ahead and go with this line, I can recommend it. I do really enjoy the Lion Mechazord. Plus it's Gosei Knight, and Gosei Knight is just winning. So yeah, that about wraps up this review. Thank you for watching. Until next time, make sure you check out WritersRangersRambles.com for token news in the craziest way possible via the podcast. Until next time, this is Dawson Rider, signing out.